you hear that sound? I know it's not the greatest, what's it called, angle. I'm using my phone mount, but can you hear that? So I thought my drive shafts fixed that, but yeah, obviously not. I've just sorted out the exhaust, so that's why I've come out in the Mini, but yeah, it's still doing that. So I think today I'm gonna end up having to do the brakes, because it's the only thing that I can think of that it is now, is that it's something on the discs or the pads that is causing this issue. So today's video is going to be a video on upgrading the Mini's brakes to R56. So yeah, it is going to be R56 brake time. So let's get to the car and let's start the job. Right, so here is all the stuff that we're going to end up using. So these are the R56 calipers, got some new brake fluid, new discs and pads, and some R56 lines. So this should be everything that I need. I have painted these, so I'll quickly show some videos now of me actually giving these a clean and giving these a quick paint. But yeah, otherwise we'll then get these to the car. Okay, so here's my calipers. I've just put a little bit of the solution of the advanced all-wheel cleaner in there, because I think that would just clear off sort of the brake dust. Then I can give it a bit of a wash and then a wire brush, and then I can start painting. I'll let that soak for a couple of minutes. Okay, so it's been a couple of minutes. You can kind of see that, yeah, it's been doing its work. So I'm just going to give it a rinse off now, because I don't want to leave it on there too long and it cause any issues. So let's get that rinsed off. Right, okay, so I have got my wire brush thing here. So now that they're basically had their little soak, I'm now going to give them a wire brush. I have also got a slightly smaller one, this one here, which might help me kind of, yeah, get into a few of the other areas. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. Right, bit of a faff, but that is this side done. Just need to give it a bit of brake cleaner, clean all of this up, and yeah, stick the wheel on. But that is now the R56 brakes done on this side. So what I'll do is I will now cut across and I'll show you how to do the passenger side. But I just wanted to get this side done because I had good weather at the time. So yeah, I'll then find a time where I can then do the passenger side, but weather's not that great recently. Let's get this wheel off. So to start, let's move the line over there. That's out. What I'm going to do is remove the 16mm bolt here and there, okay, and then basically just knock this off. Then I need to do this with a T50, I believe. Fingers crossed, the other one came off okay, so hopefully this one will. The hardest part for me is this. That rusted off on the other one, so I'm just going to use a pair of mole grips right from the start, and then hopefully that will make my job a lot easier. So yeah, let me get these two 16 mils Those out. Two removed, so I'm just going to knock this off. There we go. Right, so that is that. Next job, getting this off. Okay, first things first, I'm just going to give it a spray with some WD-40. Give the disc a bit of vibration. Make sure that it's clean inside the actual thread. And yes, it is a T50. There we are. So it's that I need to use, but yeah, I'm going to leave that for 5 minutes, hopefully let that sort of soak in a bit, so it comes off nice and easy. You have it, bolt removed nicely, no issues. So yeah, gotta love a bit of WD-40. Okay, so next thing would be obviously, yeah, clean this up. Then I need to stick the disc on, and then yeah, the most hardest part is going to be, yeah, disconnecting this line. So I'm going to give this a lot of WD-40 now, and yeah, I will come back in a bit. Okay, I think that might actually be loose. So I'm going to go get, I think, either a 10 or 11 and see if I can just actually spin that out properly. Okay, yeah, it seems to be working. So got my 11 mil. Well, that was definitely a lot easier than the other side. Right, before I get too carried away though, what I'm going to go do is go bring the other stuff out that I need, like the lines and the disc and pad and stuff. So let me go grab all of that. Here is a quick comparison then between the two. I mean, the discs kind of look around about the same size, but the main difference is, as you can see from the pads, there's definitely a lot more sort of contact area that will be going onto the pads. The green one is the R53 caliper and brakes, and then this is the R56 that I have then painted red. So yeah, slightly larger. So yeah, that is the difference between the two, if anyone wanted to sort of, yeah, see them. But yeah, let's get this parts to the car. Right, okay, so this is where we're at the moment. I've got my new caliper and carrier and all that lot with the pads in. I have disconnected the brake pad wear sensor, so I've just put that over there. That's then giving me enough slack there just to leave that there, so that when I undo this, I can then sort of spin the caliper around as well. Then I can attach this up, then stick the new disc on, and then put this on, and then that's all done. So that's basically what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to stick you here, and you can watch me. Right, I don't want to do it too tight in case I need to have some wiggle room for this. Right, so next stage then is to get the disc on. Right, so that's the disc on. To tighten it, I normally just stick a screwdriver in there just to stop it from, if it wants to spin, and then click. Yes, there we go. Right, oh, I need the big bolts. Okay, right, so time for the two 16 mils. So need to get the spanner, ratchet. Just need to tighten them up. Right, okay, so before I can actually put on the wheels and stuff, I need to, bleed the brakes. So I was just starting to jack up all of the car. I was going to start getting this wheel off. Then I noticed that this one here has got like a locking wheel nut, and I haven't got that key. Now, luckily, all I need to access is that there. So I don't actually need to take the wheel off for what I'm going to do. And I'll do that on the same side there. Now, the way that we need to do this for bleeding is going furthest away from where the reservoir is. Okay, so we'll be doing that one, then the rear drivers, then passenger, and then driver's side. So that's what we're going to do. I have got my pumper kit here, so I just need to pump this up to, and plug it all in, etc. So this is my bottle. I'll just stick that onto the actual nipple. Come on, focus. Anyways, yeah, that will go onto the nipple. And then the old fluid will come into there. And I've got just over a litre, I think, of new .4 brake fluid in here. So, let's get this started. So as you can see, it's got a cap here. I'm going to remove the cap off of this one. Mesh in there, looks like it's completely empty actually now, which I'm not surprised. Let me just take this tube off, doesn't need that. Right. Alright, get that nice and tight, so that is on. Right, and then don't go over 2 bar, that's what I've heard. So, is it pressurizing? Right, okay, so I have bled it all, and I've got the wheels on. Looking quite good there with the red calipers, big at the front there. Wheels, no issues. So yeah, I'm gonna have to paint these ones next, because half silver, half green. And then I think these are all green. Yeah, so have to get those painted. But let's go for a drive and see if that sorted my issue. Right, okay, drive time. Quite hot in the car, so and I've moved the mount, so fingers crossed, eh? Nope. I can still hear it. So it must be like the ABS sensor or something then that's inside the hub. It's got to be. Was that my gearbox? If anyone knows, let me know in the comments, please. Right, we'll end it there. Thanks for watching. I know it's going to be a little bit loud. If you're not subscribed, then subscribe. And yeah, join me on the next one. Bye, guys.